Welcome back to the restaurant show. I just have one question for you. When was the last time you were down on the square of Madison? If it's been a while, you need to head down there and check out Gooseberry on the square. And with me now is Deneen from Gooseberry. How are you, Deneen?
I'm good, how are you?
Good to see you. Good to have you with us. It's been a while since we've shared a screen together, but I always enjoy that. So what are we making today?
So we're gonna do patizza.
Okay.
It's a sweeter nut bread that I grew up having around the holidays.
Okay.
Primarily around Easter time.
Right. So patizza is not a small pizza.
No.
Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure.
So we're gonna do the filling today.
Okay.
We're gonna start with some evaporated milk and honey.
Ooh, all right. And you, so this is something that you cook ahead of time, I see.
Yep, the filling is cooked and cooled before you use it.
Okay, all right. Milk and honey.
Milk and honey. And then to that, we're going to add some sugar.
Okay. Are you able to see
A
down
couple
in there?
eggs.
Okay. All right.
And this one, primarily, I grew up with a mixture of ground walnuts.
Okay.
You can also use almonds or pecans, but you
Yeah.
want to make sure they're ground.
Okay. And we talked a little bit about this before the show. You had sort of what you think might be the Polish version of this, but it seems like other countries have their own versions of this.
They do.
Okay.
And I grew up with the naming patizza. This is my grandmother's recipe, actually, that I use.
Okay. Grandma's recipe right there at Gooseberry. And what is this? What is the dough made out of?
So the dough is a sweet dough as well. It's really, really thin. You want to roll it out as thin as you can get it.
Yeah.
This is a really small version.
Okay. Oh,
When
really?
I do it, it's on a table about this big.
Oh, really?
All
right.
So yeah, brought a little sample for you.
All right.
So we're gonna do this mixture until it heats up.
Okay. So you just want to get it
3
hot,
minutes.
basically, and that's it, or?
Yep.
Okay, that's cool. While you're doing that, I'm going to ask you a little bit about graduation, because believe it or not, graduation is, if you're in college, probably about a month away. If you're in elementary, high school, middle school, probably about a month and a half away or so. So graduation is coming up, and you guys do cakes and catering.
We do.
So talk to us a little bit about what you can offer folks.
So you can do a couple different sizes with cakes. We do everything from a smaller cake, which feeds about 8 to 10.
Okay.
Up to a full sheet cake, which will serve about 100 people.
All right.
So you can do any size in between there. And our catering menu is found on our website.
Okay.
Some summer stuff is brats and hamburgers. We've done a taco bar.
Oh, okay.
So little different things.
Okay, that's great. And the cakes, I think it's important for people to know that your cakes are all from scratch.
They are.
That's fantastic.
Frosting as well, so.
Frosting too.
Yep.
Wow.
Everything.
And you stick to mainly just sheet cakes?
We do sheet cakes, we do tiered cakes as well.
You do
That's
tiered cakes,
on
okay.
a different pricing.
Sure, okay.
More of a wedding scale pricing.
Sure, yeah. But a good sheet cake, it's made from scratch. I mean, you can't beat that. And you know, quite honestly, especially if you're like me, you probably just care about how it tastes, how it tastes going down. So, all right.
So this has come to a boil. We're all finished here.
Okay.
And this part has to cool before you use it on the dough.
All right.
Otherwise, it'll be way too hot and it'll
Too
tear
hot
the
for
dough.
Okay.
So once it comes to a boil, you want to transfer it to a different pot or pan. And then we're going to finish it off with some butter. Kind
Okay.
of smooths everything out.
Oh, you can never have too much butter.
Yeah.
So you don't want to melt the butter necessarily, though.
You'll melt the heat from the mixture will melt the
It'll
butter
melt
itself.
for you.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
And I actually use cold butter, so it kind of cools it down a little bit faster.
Oh, okay. How long does it have to cool for?
I'd say about a good half hour. Should be slightly warm to the touch, not super cold, because then it's going to be hard to spread as well.
Right, absolutely.
So there's the filling.
There you go.
Now I cheated and did some earlier that we're going to use.
That's not cheating.
So this is the chilled material here.
Okay. And you want it to be chilled, not room temperature.
Room temperature is good.
Room temperature is good, okay. All right.
Put that all on the dough.
I imagine you have to spread this out quite a
It does, yeah. Now you can use either a tool, like I brought here is a small offset,
Okay.
or you can get down and dirty and just use your hands.
All right. You're going with the hand option, it looks like today.
Works a little better for me.
Or if I could grab a glove and help you out here.
Sure can if you want one.
All right, here, hand me a glove. I'll help you out.
There you
see if they'll
are.
fit my hand. Here.
Yeah, they're a little small. But
All right.
so I just work the mixture on the dough.
And you probably want to try to get it as even as possible.
Yep. And then when you're finished, you're just gonna roll it like a cinnamon roll.
Okay.
It'll be jelly roll style.
Ooh, I like the way this feels. It's a sensory activity for me as well.
It is. And this is why the walnuts need to be really ground finely.
Yes.
So it doesn't go through with the thin dough.
Yeah, I imagine if you are working this too hard, you know, too vigorously, that could kind of rip a hole in the dough. So, very good.
Right. So we're pretty well covered there.
Okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. It sounds like you can just kind of. All right.
And then when you're done, like I said, just thinly, I'm gonna take these off. It'll be a little bit easier.
Go ahead. Just try to grab an edge
roll
there
it.
and then roll it in. Isn't that something? And what's amazing to me, and if you want to get a shot of the finished product, this came out of our Magic TV oven. It's huge. I mean, this is a huge roll. I mean, this isn't like a little tiny thing. I can't believe how big that is. Do you mind if I take a bite of it?
Go ahead. There's a couple sliced for you.
All right, here we go. I'm going to try this. This is pizza.
So it's nice and sweet. You can add butter if you want to. I don't necessarily think it needs it, but
It's nice and sweet, but it's not overly sweet. It's not as sweet as I was expecting it to be, which I like it. It's good. It was very good. Wow.
so this, like I said, is a mini version. It's
Okay.
usually about this big, and then you
Okay.
can cut it as long or short as you want, and then it bakes in the oven, 325 degrees Fahrenheit for about half hour, 40 minutes.
So you want to cut it
All
before
set.
you bake it?
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Very
I'd probably
good.
cut this in half and then.
There you have it, folks. Pizza. Gooseberry on the Square, downtown Madison. Deneen, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us. Don't go away. There's more Restaurant Show coming up after the break.